Hello, my dears. How are you? This is Resilient Lives checking up on you. How are you? I just said that right. Well, I had a nice weekend and I hope that you did too. It was Mother's Day weekend and I heard from a lot of friends and family, and it was really great. It was interesting having our first Mother's Day weekend and being quarantined, and that's always the shadow that we seem to be coexisting with this pandemic. It's teaching us to do things in a different way. So I am happy that you have made it through the weekend. Maybe you did some interesting things, got out and had a little sun. So I'm trusting that you're still flourishing and thriving. And I'm coming to you at this time to beam a little love and energy your way, because that's just what we need. Just what we need. So I was thinking about this, the importance of family and friends and the importance of you all, because it's been a journey that we started. I don't know, how long has it been? Months. And we're still on this journey, and we'll be on it for a little while. Checking in, knock, 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 calling, just to make sure that we're all doing okay. We mentioned a little bit last week about how the pandemic is messing with our minds because we don't have those social markers, the social boundaries, the things that would help us to distinguish between days and times. But I always seem to know when Sunday comes. I do know Sunday because Sunday we do some different things. But and of course I did know it was Mother's Day. That was a lot of fun. We took a drive. But I was wondering if you remembered, when we started Thriving, and I mentioned I had heard this doctor give a webinar, and she was talking about lupus and all the different challenges that you have. And then one person asked her, well, what's the most important tip that she could give us all? And she said to stay connected. And so that's what we've been trying to do. And I don't know if we realize how important it is to stay connected. I don't know if we realize even what that does to our brain and how that helps us get through life. But I was reading about the healing power of togetherness. Can you imagine that? The story in this book mentions a patient who's in a hospital. He's sick, and the doctor's wanting to talk to him, and he says, first he wanted to tell his story. He said he made the worst mistake in his life. So his doctor was kind of puzzled, and he said the worst mistake was he won the lottery. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of us are often hoping that winning the lottery is going to be a good thing because that's going to solve all my problems. But for this young man, he was saying that he was happy. He was happy doing what he was doing, working where he was working. He had friends and colleagues. But when he won the lottery, he decided that he should live the life that rich people live. So he moved out of his place into a place where he didn't know anyone, where people really weren't that friendly. And so basically he gave up his friends and all the things that he loved so that he could live the life which culture told him that this is how you live. And it impacted his health. So we just want to remember to stay connected, because we're not aware of that connection that we have with one another. We're not even thinking when we're calling someone all of the wonderful vibes that we're feeling when our loved ones come into our lives. We can be feeling sad. There's something that happens in the brain when you're doing your taxes, and that's a non-social thing, and your brain is like, but if you're talking to, friends or someone you care for, that's a social contact, and the brain sends a message. And so we just want to continue to remember to take care of each other. We got those vital friends. I'm beaming love to you and hugs, because we haven't been able to touch and reach out to our loved ones. It was just interesting. Even though my family came by, we still were socially distanced, and we still couldn't hug. But I was happy that they were here, so that brought a certain joy. But we need that. We need that togetherness. That is a healing power of connection when we come together. So remember, don't get too busy to call someone or check on someone and have that few moments of fun. Press the pause button. Press the pause button and send an SOS to a friend and say, I need to speak to you. It's a matter of my health going up or down. So I just want you to remember, check on your vital friends and check on each other. And I'm certainly going to make an effort to do the same. Now, we understand that they're trying to open up the world, and so we're going to be going out into the world. But remember, when we do go out, remember that we're going to have to maintain the protocols that we've had, and be safe. Let's not slide into any old habits. We're going to have to maintain these protocols for quite some time. One day we're hoping that things will be over, but it'll be a new norm. But right now we're beaming love and energy to you and saying stay connected. Till next time, bye-bye.